Okay, today we're going to learn about osmosis. Now, osmosis is very similar to diffusion, but only for water. It is the movement of water into or out of a cell. Now remember, the cell membrane, which is like the skin of the cell, is semi-permeable, meaning it allows some things to enter and other things are not allowed to enter. So this is a semi-permeable membrane that allows water to enter the cell. Every time I think of osmosis, I tend to remember a movie from my childhood. It's this very quirky movie that I kind of remember liking and yet not liking at the same time. Maybe it's because it was only half cartoon and the other half was live action. I don't know. Anyway, the movie's called Osmosis Jones. He's one cell of a guy. Anyway, if you ever have an opportunity, go check it out or watch the trailer for it sometime. Okay, there are three main types of osmotic solutions. The first one is hypotonic. When I talk about hypotonic solutions, I tend to think of a hippo. They are really big and fat, and anyway, there's a lot of water inside of those hippos. In a hypotonic solution, there is a higher concentration in the cell than outside of the cell. Water moves into the cell to equal out concentration. Now, because there's so much water in the cell, it can cause the cell to swell and burst. So this is not a very healthy thing. Vacuoles in plant cells can become hypotonic and swell and become full and burst, which is probably what happened to that plant my mom gave me last year when I overwatered it and it died. Anyway, here's a little bit of a graphic. The cells at the top represent blood cells. These are cells that are found in animals. The cell at the bottom represents an plant cell. Both are in a hypotonic state, and both are very unhealthy. An isotonic solution. Remember that I want an isotonic solution. Isotonic is good. Isotonic solution is when the inside of the cell and the outside of the cell has an equal proportion of concentration. This is what we call equilibrium. Okay, equilibrium. There's an equal amount of concentration inside the cell and outside the cell. If things are equal, they're balanced. It's good. Water continually flows in and out of the cell to keep the concentration balanced. In this state, cells are healthy and normal, and vacuoles in plant cells are full but not overfull. It's a healthy plant, which my plants rarely are. So, as you can see here, the top of the picture demonstrates isotonic solution in animal cells, particularly blood cells. Those are healthy cells. The isotonic at the bottom shows a plant cell in an isotonic state. It's a healthy plant. Okay, the next solution is hypertonic. Hypertonic I tend to think of as being hyper, really fast. If you move really fast, you squeeze all of the water right out of the cell. So a hypertonic concentration is less than the outside of the cell. Water moves out of the cell to try to even out the concentration. Cells have lost so much water that they shrivel up. Guys, obviously, if cells are shriveled, they're not going to be very healthy. It's kind of like when I forget to water the plants, like the moms sitting on my porch that are currently dying because they lack water, and they are currently in a hypertonic state. Anyway, the vacuoles in plant cells have lost water, and the cytoplasm shrinks away from the cell, causing the plant to wilt, like the flowers on my porch. Anyway, as you can see at the top, there are shriveled blood cells. The person with these cells are not healthy and, well, they're probably dead, sadly. The hypertonic solution for the plant cell is shown at the bottom of the picture. Also, this cell is not healthy either. Okay, so here's another picture indicating the isotonic, hypotonic, and hypertonic solutions for animal and plant cells. Be sure you study these cells. If you need any more instruction, be sure to watch some of those videos. Hope you guys have a wonderful day.